Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek I am Penge and welcome back to Rimworld, where we continue the tale of our 10 colonists, their 2 muffalo, their 4 but soon to be 6 camels, their 3 hens and of course their 2 dogs. And last time out was another relatively quiet part, which as I've always said makes me a little bit nervous because I'm no expert in Rimworld, but I kind of have played enough to understand how the game works, and with one hand it gives, so it might give you a little bit of peace and a little bit of rest, and the other hand, it takes away. So I'm expecting some sort of terrible catastrophe to occur at any moment. Will we have a massive raid of killer robots? Is another one of those poison ships going to just sort of drop down from the sky and start, destroying everything? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we've had a couple of parts where it's been relatively peaceful. So yes, I am expecting something terrible this time round, but we shall wait and see. In terms of what we did in the peace and quiet, we were actually able to get quite a few things done. The main thing, I suppose, was this here. So our workshop has been expanded. I think it did go to about there. Yes, because that shelf was by the door. So it's quite a big expansion. It's not quite double the size, but it's a big old bit of extra space. Down here, we've got the crematorium that's been moved from up here. And then here, at long last, we have the fabrication bench, because lots of people in the comments have been saying you need to get this in. Get the fabrication bench in, for goodness sake. So there it is. The fabrication bench blueprint is down. I think we've got all the bits for it. We've got all the steel, because we traded last time for a load of steel. We've got the components. We have the advanced components. So yes, we can get this thing in. And we have put next to it a lovely cloth armchair, because apparently this thing takes a long time to do anything. So if people are going to be sat here for ages, they might as well be sat in comfort. There's nothing wrong with the lovely dining chairs. There's nothing wrong with them at all, but this is more comfortable. And if you're going to be there for a while, you might as well sit on something lovely and soft. So we've got that in. There is some work to do around this, which we shall hopefully get to be shelves and storage of all the components and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get to that. Now we do want to put a copy of one of those, however. So let's rotate that round. Do they have a front and a back? Not entirely sure. We'll put that... Now, can we put that there? Because then we get a shelf in that gap. I think we possibly can. Let's put that there. So the nearer these things are to certain workbenches, I think it speeds things up. And I think they can be next to 2 for the maximum bonus. So that's quite good. So we got that in. The prison, we worked on this a little bit. So it's just made a little bit nicer, really. 2 nice big double beds, which is very good. So the prisoners will be happier. They've got end tables. We've got ourselves a wooden dresser, an excellent wooden dresser, no less. And that's just to make that room a little bit nicer so they can, if we have prisoners, we can get them over to our side, or we can work the resistance down or whatever a little bit quicker. We got ourselves the flat screen TV in, which is very important. It was pointed out that I said something about up here. I was like, we can't put any more of these in. We can't put any more hydroponics bays in because they're very resource intensive. And then I went and put down a flat screen TV, which requires a lot to build. But never mind, it's in now. We do need these chairs to be completed. I think we put them in toward the end of the last part, so that's why they're not in yet. So yeah, that's a little sort of a nice viewing room. So we're going to have 2 chairs here in the middle. We're going to have a chair there and a chair there. So this can be for couples, so they can sit next to each other and hold hands and all that kind of romantic stuff. And then the singletons can sit on the side and just feel, uncomfortable and wallflowery. And that's the plan. So they can go into there. So that room will hopefully be done at some point soon, because that'll be quite nice. Then I think we'll decommission the old television. We'll get rid of this television because it's a bit rubbish. We'll get rid of that. Or somebody has suggested we could move it into the medical ward, which actually is quite a good idea, or down into the prisoner room. I might move it into here. Do you know what? There's no time like the present. Let's do that now. Let's reinstall this. Okay, now where can we put it? If we put it there, no one can sit. It's got to go in the middle of the room, which is not ideal. Let's put it, I don't know, there. Because then if anyone's in those 3 beds, they can see the telly, and that makes them happier and makes them recover quicker and all that kind of stuff. And I think that was kind of it. I'm sure we did other little bits and bobs, but for the most part, that was it. We kind of did a big trade deal where we got rid of quite a lot of stuff. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it. That was the big things that happened. There was quite a lot of cargo pods. We had a lot of cargo pods coming down, which was very, very helpful. So we've actually managed to grab ourselves quite a bit of extra rice, I think it was. We also have picked up some of this. This is nutrient paste. Apparently, we shouldn't be eating this because it's horrible. And if they eat it, it gives them a mood debuff. Hopefully, they will eat the nice stuff. Hopefully, they won't come into here and go, right, shall I have a packaged meal made of meat, berries, and rice? Or shall I have a meal made of nutrient paste? So I hope they're going to choose the actual, proper food rather than this green sludge. So yeah, that would be quite nice. And I think that sums up what we did last time. Now, there's an awful lot to do today. Oh my goodness me. The amount of comments on the last video, there was a lot of suggestions. I'm going to try and work through them all, as much as we can. So I've got a few ideas of what I want to do first. I would like to sell the nutrient paste. We may have to wait for someone to come by for that. Somebody has suggested, and I do quite like the idea. We don't need to do this, but I do like the idea. Someone said build a safe. Build a safe and put all your silver and gold in it. Which I quite like the idea of in the concept of in the game. I do like the idea of having a little tiny room somewhere, maybe over here, maybe just here. In fact, could this be our safe? No, because then people could come in and steal it. That's a terrible idea for a safe because we've not got eyes on it. That's a rubbish idea for a safe. But putting a safe somewhere in here or down here or something, we can only get to it through this room. I quite like the idea of having just a tiny little safe where we keep our money. So yeah, I'd like to get that in. Do we want to build it off this? No, then we're going to have other problems with the doors and stuff. Whilst we're here, actually, we'll ponder the safe momentarily. Somebody suggested we have auto doors here and here, between the kitchen area where all the food is and the actual preparation area. And yeah, do you know what? I agree. I'm with you on that. So for the moment, we'll deconstruct these two doors. So we'll get rid of that door. We'll get rid of that door. Let's move time on. Here we go. Now, what I'm thinking is, as soon as I start doing this, as soon as we start taking these doors down, Rimworld's going to do something horrible, isn't it? It's gonna chuck something horrible at us. But we'll wait and see. Now, what's everybody up to? We readjusted a lot of priorities last time, so people should be doing the things they are good at. Oh, however, it is 10 at night. Do you know what? If people are going to sleep, that is absolutely fine. You can all have a little nap. Colonel is frantically doing some stuff here, some stone cutting. And Colonel has gone to bed. Okay, right. So everyone, I think, apart from Beryl, who's doing Beryl and Mags are awake, doing a little bit of late night work. Mag's doing some late night smelting for some reason, but okay. And then you're doing some building. You're building the creme. Right, the creme is in. Hey, right, the crematorium is in. Now that does use a lot of power, so we should turn the power off for now because we don't need it. And you're working on the chair. Okay. Not quite as important as a fabrication bench, but okay, we'll get the chair in. So yeah, where can we put our little safe? Where can we put it? In theory, how much money have we got? How many piles of money have we got? Oh, it's 500 per sort of a blob of money, if you like. And we've got quite a lot. I was thinking we could just tuck it in here, but that is not going to work, is it? That is not going to work at all. Where could we put a little safe? Could we get rid of one of these bedrooms? I think 10 colonies is about the right amount. And indeed, somebody in the comments did say that this is kind of about the maximum amount of colonists that we're going to want. Maybe one more if we find someone that is very, very good. So we could put our little treasury type thing down here somewhere. I'm not too bothered about that. We could just put it here. Preferably I'd like it in the middle somewhere. I'd love it in the middle where we can keep our eyes on it. But I don't think we can build that unless we put it there. But again, it's a little bit too exposed to the outside. So I think, yeah, shall we just purpose one of these bedrooms, which are doing nothing, into a little sort of treasury type room? I like that idea. Let's go for that. That sounds like a fun thing to do. So all we need to do is just remove this bed. So it's a good bed. That's good. That's good. That's good. That is a good end table. That's a good end table. So yeah, so it's fun. We'll just get rid of these things. We need the light. So let's just get rid of that. So we will deconstruct that and we'll deconstruct that. So somebody can come along and do that. Are we ever going to build the fabrication bench? Is anyone going to get down to this? Do you know what? Wee hours. Where are you? Whereabouts are you? Oh, you're building a chair. Okay, right. When you've done building a chair, which I'm sure you do a smashing job of, and boom, chair done. Wee Hours has created a cloth armchair, a masterwork. Never before has there been a finer chair. Okay, right, so that's the one that everyone's going to want to sit in. Okie doke. Right, Wee Hours, can you make this? Prioritize work on fabrication bench blueprint reserved by Croc. Do these things have qualities? No. No, okay, right. So the sort of the kit, the workbenches don't have quality. Okay, it's just completed. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Yeah, so we can deal with that. That is okay. Yeah, so they decommissioned those yet? No, not yet. So when they're gone, we will turn this into our little treasury. And we'll just have all the money in here. A colonist needs treatment. Beryl. Oh, you've still got these muscle parasite things. Okay, fine. So we need to sort that out. She's having a cup of tea. Lovely, lovely. Right, down you come, Beryl, into the hospital. You could be here watching the television, Beryl. What's wrong? I've put a telly in specially for you lot. Go into one of these beds and watch the TV. Right, somebody needs to go and treat her. Wee Hours is tending to Beryl. Of course Wee Hours is. Wee Hours is a proper legend. So there we go. So Beryl will be treated. And voila, sorted. Marvellous. Right, it's in. It's in. The fabrication bench is a thing that exists. Oh my goodness me, it looks very complicated. It looks very machiney. It's got square bits, pointy bits, and there's a twirly bit. There we go. Do you know what? Let's have a look at what it can do. At the moment, it makes components. That's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but okay. What do you need to make a component? 12 steel. Is that it? Is that it? Okay, yes, and I guess as you unlock research things, you can make more things in there. How many components do we have now? 5. Do you know what? Let's make, I don't know, what do we want to do? Just we've always got 20 components or something. How many was it again? Details, how many did we need? 12. So 12. Yeah, okay, so do until we have 20. So 20 components, don't make any more. I think that's about right. That'll do. So we'll see if anybody actually gets on that. I don't know if anybody's actually going to start working on this or not, but that's quite exciting. It's in. It's one of the first big things we've got done. Okay, I'm very happy with that. This room is filthy. Have you got anyone doing any cleaning at all? Come on, folks, do some cleaning. Also, food. 74. Oh no, we've got loads of food. We've got loads of corn, loads of rice. We will be absolutely fine for food. Okay, right. Looking down at my notes. Also, somebody has said croc should have, where are we? Should have plant cutting and growing both at 1. Because they're both sort of linked to the same thing. They're both to do with plants and stuff. So we'll put those both at 1. That's absolutely fine. Somebody else has said that we've had the chance to build armour and weapons for a while now. And yes, you're absolutely right. We have had that opportunity and we've not built any. And last time, somebody, I can't remember who it was. Who was it that nearly died? Was it Colonel? I can't remember. Somebody got quite badly beaten up by a raccoon, I think it was. So yeah, we might want to get some armour in. Now, we did buy some armour before. We bought a we bought a flak jacket. That is a poor quality flap jacket, or a flak jacket, possibly. I don't know about that. Is that the one we bought? Because that's rubbish. If we bought that, that is terrible. We were done there. But I thought we bought 2 of them, and I cannot see the second one. Is that it? No, that's a cloth parka. That's a flak vest, which I imagine offers less protection than a flak jacket, because that's going to have sleeves and things, flak sleeves. So yeah, maybe we have picked it up, right? Hang on. Let's just go and check around the edge to make sure that we have actually picked up the flak jackets. I think they were up here. Are people wearing the flak jacket? Is Hull wearing one? Is that what you're wearing? You're wearing a flak jacket. Okay, this is good. Well, that's a good thing. Well done. So yes, maybe we can start making some flak jackets. So let's get a couple of those in, shall we? Add a bill. Oh my goodness me. Those firefoam popper things as well. We want to get it done as well. Flak jacket. There we go. What do we need for a flak jacket? 50 cloth, 70 steel, and 1 component. Okay. So can we... flak jacket there. Let's make 2 of those now. And just get 2 of them in. Possibly. Now this is where I get a little bit confused. I'm sure the comment section will put me right at some point, but I want them to put them on. I want them to wear flak jackets now. So Hull's got the idea. Hull's gone, hey, there's a flak jacket. I might wear that because it'll keep me from being killed to death. But yeah, for example, why hasn't Colonel gone and put that on? But then apparently if you force them to wear it, if you say force wear flak jacket, then they'll wear it until it falls apart, which I don't really want them to do. Hang on. Go and do that, Colonel. Go and do this. So you're going to put that on. So Colonel is now wearing a flak jacket, which is marvellous. So there we go. You've got a flak jacket on. Let's just check. So flak jacket, Panthera fur pants, lovely, camel hide, and a little woolen hat. Oh yes, we want to get helmets for everyone as well, don't we? So now, hang on. Right, where was this thing? I swear I saw a thing. Is it in here? Yes, there we go. So Colonel now has no corpse wear, but I have forced them to wear the flak jacket. So if I unclick that now, is Colonel going to take that off? No. So now I'm not forcing you to wear the flak jacket. You will abide by the normal rules, and if that thing falls apart, you will take it off and put something else on. Okay. Marvellous. Okay, that's a good thing. Right, we're helmets in here as well. We're helmets in here. Simple helmet, advanced helmet. Okay, simple helmet. 40 ingredients. Okay. Ingredients being what? Hang on a minute. Hang on. What do you mean ingredients? That sounds like a recipe. 40 ingredients. Okay, right. So get yourself some honey and some corn and a bit of basil and make yourself a hat. No. What do you mean ingredients? That doesn't make any sense. So what was it? A simple helmet or an advanced helmet? Which one did I look at? I must have looked at simple because that's got 40 ingredients, 2 components and 10 plasteel. What does it mean, ingredients? Hang on. Make simple helmet. What do you mean? Oh, we can make it out of these things. Okay. Uranium, steel, silver, gold. A golden helmet. That's ridiculous. How about then? Yeah, I do want to get some of these in. And I feel like steel is probably a very good thing to make a helmet out of. But we're going to run out of steel at some point. We need to get on with doing a little bit more mining. There is some steel up here. Also, there is some uranium somewhere. It's been pointed out in the comments a few times. Hang on, let me see if I can figure out where the uranium might be. Aha, it is just here. So we shall set those 2 bits of uranium to be mined. So that's fine. So we'll try and get some uranium out of there. And I did notice down here, this could be a massive big block of steel. That would be very handy as well. So here we go. Some more orders for you all. Because you're not busy enough. Grab that. Grab that entire load of stuff. And just see if it's some steel. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just move time on. Because we've got that building some stuff. We've got that making some components. We've got them cooking. We've got them researching. We've got them doing loads and loads of stuff. We are currently researching bionics. And Kunik has a vested interest in this. Because Kunik is fed up of hobbling around on these 2 peg legs. So Kunik wants some mega bionic legs. So we're going to get those in. So Kunik is very, very excited to get that researched. So we'll try and get that sorted as well. Right, have they taken these doors out? Yes, they have. Okay, so the food is currently going to be going off, but I don't think it's going to go off for a little while. It's refrigerated, so yeah, it's going to be fine for a while. So let's get ourselves the auto doors in as well. So yeah, wooden auto doors will do the job. It's inside. They don't need to be anything exciting. We just want them to be auto doors. So that connects up. Was that powered? Yes, and that's on a power line. So that should make things a bit quicker going in and out of there. Okay, right. That's looking good. We've done many things on the list. Oh, and a little bit of meat as well. Lovely. There's some kibble going in for the animals, which is marvellous. Okay, right. Let's go through. Oh, there's a fine meal as well. A delicious fine meal. Oh, there we go. That's much quicker. Yeah, that's a lot more efficient. Look at that. They just run straight through that door. This door, of course, not finished yet. Someone could just bring a bit of wood and finish this door off. That would be lovely. Anyone? How can you leave a door? How can you leave a door there? A Muffalo shaman from the Red Madagascar Bargador is passing by. She is named Worm Recolgal. Catchy name, Worm. Whereabouts are you? Can I do trade with you? Can I trade with you or not? I don't know. I don't think I can trade with you. It would be nice if I could. Redwin. Can we trade? No, we can't trade with you. Okay, you're just going to pop on by, are you? Okay, hello. Come on in if you'd like. We've still not finished this door, though. We're not very good at finishing doors. Can we finish the door? Anybody? There we go. Marvellous. Right, okay, so we've got doors in. Stuff down here is all looking good. I don't think we've made any stuff here yet, but never mind. Does the fabrication bench require power? Does the fabrication bench use power? A lot of power? Because we seem to be, that number there implied that we were running through power quite a lot. How much have we got stored? Oh no, that looks fine. That looks fine. No, we've got loads of power stored. I was a little bit worried there. I thought we were going to burn through our power, but no, it's all good. Ah, now that's interesting. I was going to put in a few firefoam poppers because in the comments people said, yes, they're quite useful. They're quite useful for putting in places where, if your colonists are otherwise occupied and your base is ablaze, they will put out fires instantly. So they said put them in important places like your storage areas and your hydroponics room and all that kind of stuff. However, we're out of components. That's not so bad a thing because we do have this. So, we need somebody to get on that, start making some components. Have we burnt through the steel? No, so we've got 103 steel. And I think I saw Croc heading this way. So we've got some more steel down there. So that's quite good. So let's go through and place these things. I mean, they won't actually be able to be built for a while. So somebody said put one in your hospital. Because it's quite useful. If your hospital's on fire, these things are quite resource intensive to build. So let's put it next to the TV, and that'll cover everything important in the hospital. Okay, that's that done. We've got one in there to cover the hydroponics bay. Some of our storage stuff. I mean, we could put it about... Hang on. Zoom out a bit. There. That covers quite a lot of stuff. So we'll put one just there. And then maybe one in the workshop as well, because, they point out these things are not easy to rebuild. So if we put one just there, that will cover the fabrication bench and the comms bench and all these kind of other things. I think we can put it there. I don't think it's that much of a problem. So there we go. So they're in sort of key important places. How about one in here as well, for the sake of it? Why don't we put it there? In that little gap there, so we'll pop that there. So they won't be able to build those for a little while. They will not be able to get to those for some time. But they're in, and when we've got the resources, they will put them together, hopefully. Okay, next on the agenda is the fabrication bench. So this thing is sitting here, but it could do with a little bit of assistance because this thing takes a long time to work, apparently. So if we can bring resources nearer, it will reduce the time they spend running back and forth to pick things up. So at the moment, we could just do with having a shelf here that just stores some steel. That's what we will do. So we'll copy this, we'll build a copy of that, and we'll put it just there. So that can be for steel. So let's see, I mean, is everyone asleep? I think everybody is probably... Oh no, not everyone's asleep. Okay, fine. So not everyone's asleep, but yes, they will be going to sleep soon. So we probably won't get that in. They are doing some stuff. They are getting the firefoam poppers and stuff sorted instead, which is fine. Beryl has created, it's a masterwork granite shelf. I love the way they create masterwork kind of pointless things. It's not a masterwork, statue or anything like that. No, it's a masterwork shelf. Everyone comes in and goes, oh, wow, look at the storage opportunities on that. Okay, storage wise, we don't want to store weapons, because weirdly enough, that is the default for shelves. We want to store raw resources and steel. And that's it. We want steel to go on that bench, on those shelves, please. Lots of steel there, because that requires steel. And if they can just go to there to get steel, that is a good thing. Now, we do need quite a few more of those. I'm scratching the things off on my little notes as we go through. So we need to get 4 more of these shelves, which I think we can just put here. We'll just put them sort of back to back. So let's grab that and we shall build a copy. What we'll do is we'll leave a gap down the middle so people can walk through the middle, because that might be quite useful. So I'll have one there and one there, and we'll have one there and one there. And also this end of the room is a little bit dark. So let's build a copy of a light and pop that in just there. I wonder what the temperature is here as well. 21. Oh no, that's fine. The temperature's okay. Oh good. Oh marvellous. Minor break risk. Is it Redwin? Yeah, Redwin, why are you so sad? Because you're hauling steel. Okay, we'll just go and do something else then. if it makes you sad, don't do it. Go and do something else. Okay, yeah, go to bed, Redwin, or whatever. It's fine. We've got a simple helmet, have we? Have we actually made ourselves a helmet? Okay, hang on. Whoa, this is quite a significant thing. Where is the simple helmet? Or is somebody wearing the simple helmet? Is Mags wearing the simple helmet? Yes, I would say so. So Mags has put that on. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing, Mags. Oh, I noticed that Colonel has taken off the flak jacket and has put on a blue fur jacket. Okay, what if I want everyone in flak jackets? How do I tell them to do that? Because we've got armour. I would like them to be wearing the armour. Okay. Not sure how we go about doing that. Do you know what? Let's get all these shelves and things in first. We'll get all this stuff in, and then we'll deal with complicated stuff like telling them to wear clothes. And this is an exciting moment in the life of our colony because Mags is working on our very first home-brewed component. Look, it's sort of there. She's working on it now. This is very exciting. And I was working on the shelves as well. Let's just make sure that shelf does not get used for silly stuff. So what I've done is, that shelf there is set to currently nothingness. Don't put anything on that shelf. So we can copy that and then just go, bop, overwrite it with that. So there we go. So that's fine. We do need some more granite blocks because all the shelves are made of granite and we keep going through it. Are there any granite blocks nearby that we can just go and pick up? There are some up here. It's not too far away. It will do. I mean, I say it's not too far away. It's relatively far away, but it's fine. You know, they like going outside in the cold. It's fresh. It's bracing. That's what it is. It's bracing. So there we go. Right. Many things for them to do. I mean, they've kind of put... Oh no, the granite blocks are ready for those two. It's fine, they just need to be constructed. They are full of the granite blocks. Oh, okay, this is good news. And then we'll figure out what we want to put on those shelves. But yeah, we just want to make sure that at the moment, they don't put stupid things like weapons on them. So paste the settings in. Barrel is on this one as well. And look, have we got a component? Or did we immediately go and use the component? We might have gone to use it to put into one of the firefoam popper thingamajiggers. Are any of those complete? Don't know if they are. Can't see if they are or not. Okay, well, never mind. They might be getting on with it. I don't know. Maybe they've put a component in that one or a component in that one. No, I mean, they're not filling me with hope right now. Where are you putting these components? Where are they going? Or, I know they might be going into things in here, into other things like vests. And do the vests need them? I don't know. I'm sure they're doing really, really important things with components. However, we can configure what goes on these shelves. And again, thank you comment section for helping me out with this because I would never have known to do all this stuff. So this shelf here is the primary one that's going to work with the fabrication bench because that needs steel, I imagine, to do a great many things. So this is going to have steel on it and that's fine. We've done that. But then apparently we need other storage items as well. So this one here is going to be purely for components. So let's have a look. Can I find where they are? So rotten and fresh components. We'll take that off. So manufactured components. And that's it. We'll put components on that one. This one here is going to be split between advanced components and gold, apparently. So that's quite nice. We've got that set up. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Have we got the well, where was the thing at the top? Didn't we have a thing saying it was allow rotten and allow fresh? Why can't we allow rotten and allow fresh on that? Or is that a foods tab thing? Okay, hang on. Why has that got allow rotten and allow fresh on it and that one hasn't? What's going on there? Am I missing something really obvious? Under foods, look. Okay, well, never mind. That's got advanced components on it. That's going to have... Which one's this one got? That's components. That's advanced components and gold. This one here, allow rotten and allow fresh. I don't understand what's going on there, but okay. This one is going to allow uranium, and this one is going to be for plasteel. So there we go. So we've got a mixture of things stored on these shelves, and yeah, it fits quite nicely. We've got a little bit of space. It would be nice if that wasn't sort of on its own quite so much now, because that does look a little bit odd. This floating granite shelf in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it would be nice if we could move that auto door and put it there. But that probably does cost more resources, more components and all that kind of stuff. So maybe we shouldn't actually move it. But that is in a really stupid place. Do you know what? Can we just reinstall that there along that wall? It's still not that far to move. And then that light could go there. So then we'll sort of move that next there. So there we go. So that frees up a bit of space down here. There we go. Right, has that retained its settings? Neutramin. Yeah, okay, marvellous. Okay, this is looking good. So now they're going to start loading this up with useful resources. And we have finished bionics. Oh, this is a joyous day. This is a joyous day indeed. Cunic's running off. She's running off going, right, somebody get on this. Get on this and make me legs. Okay, that's very, very exciting. I'm very happy with that. What do we now want to get? Oh my goodness me. We're very near the end of the thing here. Advanced fabrication. Fabricate advanced components from standard components and other materials. Powered armor. Build the power armor and power armor helmets. They require advanced components. We're going to need that first. Deep drilling. Build deep drills for extracting resources from underground. A ground penetrating scanner to find the resources. A long-range mineral scanner. Coloured lights. I do like all this. Cryo sleep. Advanced fabrication. Power armor. Shiny lights. Okay. Autocannon turret. Produce the heavy, long-ranged autocannon turret. Given that I think nonsense is going to happen soon with terrible monsters, robots, aliens, goodness knows whatever else, these things might be quite useful. Precision rifling. Precisely machine guns like assault rifles and sniper rifles. Assault rifles sound like a good thing that we might be able to make use of as well. So how about we go for... Do you want some automated defense first? Or do we go for precision rifling? What's a multi-barreled weapon? Assembles miniguns. Okay, maybe not. Let's go for precision rifling. Do you know what? No, let's go for autocannons, because then we can leave them dotted around the base, and if anyone does attack, they can start shooting at people. So we'll get them in first. People watching this now probably howling, going, "No, don't get those. They're terrible." But there we go. We're done. Now, this is going to be intriguing. Fabrication bench. Make bionic leg. Let's click it. Let's see what we need. So, 434 work required. 15 plasteel, 4 advanced components. Oh no! We've only got 3. Oh no. I'm sorry, Q-Nick. Oh dearie me. Oh, that's hyperweave. Where's plasteel? What does plasteel look like on this thing? I'm fairly certain we've got some. In fact, you know what? I'm very sure we've got some. I just don't know where it is. We must have plasteel. It must be a thing we've got. Okay, it's doubly bad news for poor Q-Nick, because not only do we not have enough advanced components, we're one short of them, but also I don't think we have any plasteel. Now, I'm fairly certain that we did have some plasteel. I just went onto the internet to look at the icon for plasteel, and yeah, I'm fairly sure we've seen some of it around. Now, we might not have had loads, but I thought we'd bought some in. I thought we had bought some plasteel, so I'm not entirely sure what we've done with that. Have we built it into something? So hang on a minute, hang on. What does this require? So if we want to make a flak jacket, does that require plasteel? Cloth, steel and components. The simple helmet required just 40 of whatever we told it to build, which was steel, so not plasteel. So, okay, so what have I done with the plasteel? Either it's been put into something and I've been completely unaware. Oh, it wasn't the TV, was it? Don't tell me it was the TV. Recreation, flat screen TV. That's stealing components. Phew. That would have been unfortunate. So either it's gone into something that I'm not entirely sure where it's gone, or we didn't have any at all and I've just imagined it, but I'm fairly certain we did have some. Or, and this is what scares me the most, I've sold it in a moment of massive ineptitude. I've gone, we don't need that, or I've accidentally clicked on the wrong thing and sold all of the plasteel. But I'm fairly certain we did have some. But okay, so we haven't got any of that, so we might need to do some trading for that. So I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, Q-Nick. We'll queue 2 bionic legs up. So 15 plasteel and 4 advanced components. You might have to wait a little while. Oh, poor Q-Nick. I mean, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. What's a prosthetic leg like? I mean, what do they need? 40 steel and 4 components. Because now what we're going to do is we'll change this. We won't get those. We will get advanced fabrication so we can make advanced components. Because that could be very useful. So we'll research that instead. That's going to take a long, long time to do. But we'll get that underway. We'll see how that goes. Okay, right. So things are looking quite nice. That bench has got lots of lovely things on apart from components, because we don't have any at the moment. Oops. Oh, dearie me. That's plasteel. Hang on. What? There. That wasn't there a second ago. Was it in transit? Was it being moved from one place to another? Because I'm fairly certain that wasn't there then, was it? That was not in our list. Maybe somebody was carrying the plasteel from there to there. Oh, we do have plasteel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Okay, yeah, we do have plasteel. Hurrah! So there we go. Yeah, so we need to make some advanced components or buy some, and then we might be okay. But yeah, we do need some more steel as well, because we only have 2. So we need somebody to get down here and do some mining. Beryl is absolutely on it. Here we go. It's all coming together, sort of, in a completely, absolutely haphazard, ramshackle kind of way. It's coming together. I just thought, to stop them eating that gross nutrient paste stuff, could we not just make them not eat it? Do not eat nutrient paste meals, because it will make you sad. Apparently, because, I mean, it doesn't sound very nice. So yeah, don't eat those, please. We'll apply that to no raw stuff, please. And that means that nobody will eat it. Now, the only reason I've done that is because we did have 30, I think, and now it's down to 8. So I think people have been eating them. So let's just have a look. I mean, has Hull been eating them? No, you ate a fine meal. Colonel, what are you wearing, Colonel? Have you got the flak jacket back on? Yes, you have got the flak jacket back on. It looks different to the one you had on before. It is. It's our other flak jacket. It's our good flak jacket. Okay, this is good. I wonder if that one was one that we bought that's really poor. Yeah, it is poor quality. I wonder if they just take it off. Hang on. What are our restrictions for that? No corpse wear. 55 to 100, 55% to 100% hit points. I know, so they should be wearing that. Okay, but good. Colonel has on a flak jacket. That's good. Good defense. So we need some more of those. Oh no, this is going to get very silly. Let's take pump shotgun out of the list. Simple helmets. Have we made a few of those now? We made simple helmets. Are people wearing helmets? Mag certainly has a helmet on, and Kathy has a helmet on. I think Wee Hours has a helmet on as well. A plasteel advanced helmet. Well, la-di-da, Wee Hours. I think you arrived in that. So, yeah, do we want to... That needs a chair. That needs a chair. Let's make a couple more flak jackets. Make 2 more of those and 2 more simple helmets. Also, the chair. Come on, let's put a chair down there. We've got loads of wood now. Let's get a chair in. And a peace talks quest. I'm a bit wary of going to these quests. Lots of people in the comments have said, you're going to have to leave the place at some point. Send some of your people away on a quest. I don't think we're prepared for a quest. We need to get flak jackets, we need helmets, and we need some proper weapons. Because I'm a bit concerned that we're going to send them out into the middle of nowhere. And yeah, they're going to get shot to pieces because they're not going to have proper weapons. So I think what we'll do is we won't do much for these ones. I also think this is an obvious trap. Alligator sent us a message. He wants to talk to us in a nearby location where he is going to shoot at you and kill you. So yeah, I don't think that's a very good idea. Let's not do that. I don't think we'll ignore that. And there were some other things on the map though, weren't there? There was a thing that we could go and find. What was it? It was like some items that were left behind. I can't remember exactly what it was. That's it there. Item stash. 8.5 days left to get 9 advanced components. Oh my goodness me. That could be very, very useful indeed. 9 advanced components would be brilliant. But we're going to have to send people there. And I'm not very good at this sort of thing. I don't like sending people out of here, out of the safety of where I know where they are. I mean, and when we get here, do we see a different part of the world? I assume we'd see a different map. And in the middle of this map would be some items. And then we could do what we want with them. Okay, so it's a temperate forest location. The seed is cupboard, which is nice. Right, how do we send people out there? Form a caravan. Let's just press this button and just see what happens. I'm not going to send anybody away right now. But yeah, we've got 8.5 days. So I wonder if we said, but I don't know where we want to go. Oh, choose route. Okay, so let's say we went for Hull. How do we tick you? Tick. So we send Hull. Okay. We send, I don't know. Oh, Wee House might be useful backup base. I'd need to go and make a list. So I can't remember who does the medic stuff. But let's just say we sent Ash. And we sent Colonel to do some shooting. And we sent, I don't know, Beryl. Because they're all sort of fighty folks. So we'll send those. Oh, is Ash fighty? Yeah, that might be no use at all. How about we send Who fights? You, Mags. But then the base will be undefended. If somebody attacks the base, we haven't got many people left. We'll send 3 people off that way. So Beryl, Colonel, and Hull. And then we can send the camels. So we'll send Chunky Loki, possibly, who grazes. So that's quite useful. Also, can these guys haul? What's that thing? Nutrition per day. That's what the mass capacity. Is that what they can haul? Or what they can bring with them? So maybe if we take a couple of animals as well and say, okay, and then items. So they're going to eat food. So we want to take, well, packaged meals might be quite good. So take all of those. Got no idea how many of these to take. I do not know. Days of food. Okay, right. How long is it going to take to get there, though? That's the only thing I don't know. 4.4 days. And then if we said choose route, this isn't going to start, is it? The game is paused. Okay, so if we said go there, right mouse button, add remove waypoints. So go there. How long is that going to take? 2.95 days. Animals will be able to graze. No, it's too cold for 1.4 more days. How do we know that? It's a very good weather forecasting. But it's only going to take 3 days. So maybe we wait for 1.4 more days. Then the animals can graze. So the animals aren't going to die. And that still gives us plenty of time to get there to pick up those advanced components. So maybe that's what we will do. However, right now, no, abandon. Remove this, come out, escape. But now we know how that works. Yes, we take packaged meals, we'll take simple meals. We don't need to take anything else, do we? They go with their own weapons and stuff they've got on them. So yeah, okay, maybe we will do that then next time. Maybe we will have a little explore out there, and maybe we don't need to take the camels or the muffalo. We don't take so many of them. We could just take, say, both of the muffalo, and they could haul a load of stuff or whatever. Okay, that's what we'll do. But right now, there's no point doing that because that's cancel that because it's too cold for the animals to graze. So we need to wait a little while for that to happen. But maybe next time that's what we will do. Oh, I find it a bit scary. Hang on, how do we go back home? Yay, we're home. I feel safe. Okay, so time was running on quite happily, and then I realised that nothing has happened to us in terms of events this part, apart from a person wandering by. And I don't know where they went. They might have come in, looked at all the doors and all the walls and all the gates and kind of gone, do you know what? I'm just going to go somewhere else. So I don't know what happened to them. Now, I'm aware that time hasn't moved on that much because I've been jibber-jabbering and faffing about. But time has moved on a bit. And that's the only thing that's happened to us. So I've popped back into here just to check. This is the settings, that the settings are all correct. This is Cassandra Classic and we're on medium. So this is what we were on at the start. When we started the game, this is what we were on. And we were on medium. So we're right down the middle of the line. Because I think whatever her name is, I don't want to mess with it now, but whatever her name is makes it easier, I believe, and he just makes it entirely random. So it could be really easy, it could be impossibly hard, because he is absolutely utterly random. So we've gone down the middle of the line with Cassandra Classic, and we've gone down the middle of the line with the settings here. So we've gone for medium. So I was just checking this just to make sure that we were on the right settings. So yeah, we are. So I'm a bit confused as to why nothing is happening in the game. We're getting no events or anything, which again does make me worry because Rimworld does this. I mean, I said this at the start. I've not played it loads, but I've played it enough to realise that Rimworld does tease you and taunt you a bit. So it kind of goes, you think you're doing okay, dear? Boom. Here is a nuclear missile that's landed in the middle of your base. You have 2 seconds to defuse it. Bang. Kind of thing. So, I'm a little bit on edge as to what the game is going to throw at us and when. I know what we started but didn't finish. Our little treasury down here in the corner. So there we go. So move the light over. Thank you, Beryl. Let's get this done, shall we? Let's make a zone. So let's pause that. We'll make a little stockpile zone. And in here, we will keep all of our money. In fact, can we name the stockpile zone? Can we call it something different? Hang on. How can we rename the zone? There must be a way to rename that thing. There, rename. Yeah, let's call it treasury, because or the treasury indeed. Whatever one of those is. It's a special Rimworld thing. Treasury. So that zone is now called the treasury, and this is where we can keep all of our money. So not that, it's not manufactured, it's not a raw. Oh no, it is a raw resource. Right, okay, so turn that off. So we will store in there gold. We'll put jade in there, I think, because that's kind of oh no, that's more of a building material though. So we'll put gold and silver in there. That's it. And we'll put no items, no weapons, none of that, none of anything else. Just gold and silver. This could be where we go. And soon it'll be really fun. Like Scrooge McDuck, we can just jump in until you swim about. So then we don't want up here and up here. Well, okay, yeah, there's different stockpile zones. But okay, so we're keeping it in this one. So in here, do not store the silver and do not store the gold. Even though I don't think the gold is in there. I think the gold has been moved over to here. But that's absolutely fine. So, right, let's see if somebody puts all the silver in there now. Let's see if somebody moves around. Yes, Wee Hours is on it. Just piling all our money into here. There we go. There comes a little bit more money, money, money. Okay, what we got? 1,450. So, yeah, so it's slowly making its way in. That is not all of our money, though, is it? 2,450. And then a little bit more. There we go. 2,950. That is all of our money. That is all of our Rimworld silver right there. Oh, I quite like that. I like our little treasury area. And there we go, going on about events, but this is a good one. So the Psychic Soothe has appeared, and every colonist of the female gender smiles with contentment. So for a few days, the females in our colony, which is 8 out of the 10 people we've got, their mood will be a bit better, which is excellent. Okay, I'm very happy with that. It's currently a very, very miserable winter's day here. It's a terrible, terrible day. It's -4 degrees. There's foggy rain outside. It's coming up to midnight. And do you know what? I think what we'll do is we shall leave it there for another suspiciously quiet part of Rimworld. I don't like it, Rimworld. What are you planning? So we've got ourselves, they're mining down here, which is good. So they're slowly getting rid of this steel down here, which means we're using it, which is great news. How about up here? Do they finish doing the stuff up here? Did they grab that uranium and stuff? Not quite yet out, but they did grab all the stuff from in here, which is quite good. We've got some stuff here outlined, that's components, and here, and up here, and some steel as well. So there's plenty for them to mine. So that'll keep them busy for a while. And everything else is just sort of going suspiciously well. It looks like we're making a component there. So that component is being put together. So we're getting another component in, which is very, very good. So yeah, look, we've made enough components to build some of these firefoam popper things, which is really, really useful. Is there one behind there? Yeah, so that one's complete as well. The one in there is not yet done. So yes, that component will no doubt go toward the one in the medical wing. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. The only downside is poor Kunik held out such hope that she could get ourselves get a new leg, and unfortunately she cannot because we are one advanced component down. If someone comes by and does some trading, we will do some trading for advanced components if they have them. We will buy some, Kunik, do not worry. But other than that, we might have to wait. We will wait for advanced fabrication and then we'll build our own. And then we've got Starflight Basics. The first step in building a ship to leave the star system. So this is us understanding how to build a ship. And then it looks like we build these things. But we need prerequisite things first. But look at that. So we've got Starflight Sensors. So that is long-range mineral scanners. So that's that one. So Starflight Sensors is sensors on a ship, obviously. AI Persuasion is some sort of captain, an AI captain thing. Vacuum Cryptosleep Casket, we'll need that first. So that's like a stasis sort of pod thing. Starship Reactor obviously makes it go. And a Johnson Tanaka drive is some sort of teleporting drive, is it? Push you to the stars by leveraging quantum scale effects to beam momentum to distant stars. Techie flim-flam. But all these things are the end. These are the end game stuff. Now, of course, we're going to need some ludicrously advanced things to build those. But yeah, we're sort of seeing the final bits that we can research. I mean, yeah, we probably can't build them or do anything with them right now. But we're slowly but surely getting there. And we've still got 10 people. All the animals are still alive. It's all looking very good. So we'll finish up. We'll come back next time. And I think next time Rimworld is going to be mean to us. I'm absolutely sure that something bad will happen. We will see a little red event box drop down. And it will be something quite horrendous. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a little bit more concerned because I think it's just building up and up and up to some sort of absolutely cataclysmic event. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you are not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Rimworld. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This fella here, he's slightly ruining the aesthetic of the room. Scared by Mother Nature. Damn you, foliage! I'm going to keep going, even though I have a pressing need to change my trousers. Fellas, did you see who closed the door? Did you see? No? Pile of blood and an arm sticking out the toilet. By a bog brush.